Alright, it is time for us to head straight into coffee and cuisine right here on the Lifestyle Show, brought to you by Skeynville Pharmacy. And today we chat to experts in the field, Michelle and Raymond, all the way from Mastertons. I say all the way, they're our neighbours.
Just down the road.
How are you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you for being here. I'm excited about today's conversation. It is all about brewing methods. Now, Raymond and Michelle have brought a whole bunch of contraptions here for us to take a look at. If you'd like to head over to our Kingfisher FM Facebook page, you can check out our live and you can watch this interview go live. Also, Mastertons going live on their Facebook page.
Woohoo!
Okay, live, Michelle?
I'm live. So they can find us on Martin's Coffee, either on Instagram or on Facebook. Yeah.
Perfect. So head over there if you'd like some visuals, either now or later. Okay, Raymond, tell us what is going down.
All right, so I brought a whole bunch of different brewing methods, just to sort of showcase what we can do and what
None
we're
of which I
capable of.
even knew existed before I started with them. So I knew of a French press, but that was about it. So.
So we're really going to nerd out a bit.
Yes.
So let's start with one of the oldest brewing methods called the Siphon. This was been around since about 1830, 1840, around about there. It's been a long time. So how it works is water in the bottom, your flame, you get your water boiling, and it works through a vacuum. So once it reaches temperature, a vacuum will actually suck up the water to the top, your grounds sit at the top, and then you actually brew and infuse in the top. It's really scientific.
That's
really
great. Wait, and
awesome.
this was created in the 1800s, did you just
1800s
say?
already, yeah. 1830.
No way.
Officially and patented in 1840, yeah. So
Jeez.
it's been around for a long time.
And how do you actually warm it up? Would you put it
So
on
you'll have an open flame at the bottom, or if you want to get into the 21st century, and we actually have light beams that heat it up for us, yeah.
No.
Yes, and then it's got a timer and weight and scale and all of that stuff, so we can really geek out on it. Yeah.
Is this method used, or is it just like one of those fancy, I'm having friends over and I want to really amp up this party?
So it does, you do get it, obviously the coffee is very hot, so it needs some time to cool down, but it's really theatrical if you want to do that.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
really awesome, yeah. So it's great watching it. Yeah, we do it. You can come into our store. You can have one if you want.
I would love to come into your store and watch you guys do this. A siphon, you say?
It's Syphon pot. Yeah.
All right.
Then
Next
let's
up.
move over. Let's stay with chemistry. So this was created in a lab as well. This is called a Chemex.
This Chemex basically looks like a vase, and in the middle of the vase is almost like a wooden
Handle.
Okay, yeah, nice. With a little pour spout
so it
at
looks
the top.
very.
It's won a bunch of design awards as well because of its,
It's been around for quite a while. I think probably early 2000s, around about there. No, even earlier than that. What makes this different to any other, it's basically the filter paper. It's got a very unique filter paper, very thick. So when you do brew in that, you want to grind a little bit coarser, and that filter paper holds back a lot of the oils and which gives it a much cleaner mouthfeel. So it's a lot crisper tasting coffee you get out of there. So those oils and stuff, that everything gets kept back by that filter, so you get a nice clean tasting cup here.
Awesome.
This is very popular. This also looks great in your kitchen, and if you're serving quite a few people, it's really nice.
Great. I was just going to say, it looks so fancy.
It is beautiful, hey?
Really nice. Then let's go to something a little bit more versatile. The AeroPress. This has been around since 2005. About there.
Would you want to explain what that AeroPress is?
So AeroPress, incredibly versatile. It was designed by a guy that just wanted less bitter tasting coffee. He's well known for making frisbees and those type of things. So he already had all the manufacturing stuff. So he decided to make his own brewing device.
And it's plastic?
It's plastic, BPA free. Yeah, so it's got a plunger in it, and then it gets a paper filter at the bottom. So it's very easy.
Cool.
It's practically unbreakable. So for traveling, this is absolutely amazing. I take these things with me all the time. Pop them in your backpack, take some coffee with, and you've got some really good coffee on the go. Even on the plane, I've brewed quite a few coffees on the plane.
That's
Can't
brilliant.
drink plain coffee.
I love that. That's
So
incredible.
yeah, you just get some hot water, put in your coffee, and essentially you just plunge down your coffee.
Wow.
And it's very versatile. You can use it this way. You can use it inverted. So you basically got so you can go a filtered route. So again, you hold back some of those oils, or you can go the immersion brew, which is closer to a French press, so where the coffee actually sits inside the water for a lot longer.
Yeah.
And you get a much bolder, thicker tasting coffee out there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you hold back the oils, what are you doing?
So just more mouthfeel wise,
Okay, so smoother.
it sits thicker on your palate when you drink it like that, where the filter paper, where it actually filters it through, so you don't have such a thick feeling coffee on your mouth. Yeah. So a lot less bold, if we would like to say that.
Yeah, that's really great. I mean, it looks like a toy.
Yeah, it's
It's
decent.
just a
It's
plastic
so
cylindrical,
awesome. Yeah.
and it looks super cool.
Yeah, incredibly versatile. And there's so much you can play around with grind, with water temperatures. You can really geek out on this thing.
Sweet.
And every coffee you make out of this thing, you can make a different coffee. You can do espresso style, you can filter, you can immersion. It's really, really awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
Are we heading into those that are a little bit more familiar to us?
Okay, let's do French press.
Do it.
French press also been around for actually not that long. Officially, this French press that we see here, this shape, was only probably patented in about 1930. There were earlier releases in the late 1800s that got patented, but the familiar one that we see today, that was done in about 1930.
I'm going to also say it's also known as a plunger for those that don't know French press. Plunger / French press, same thing.
Yeah. Super simple. That's why they are so popular. You pop your coffee in, pour in your hot water, let it sit, let it brew, probably about 7 minutes, and plunge down slowly. It's just to avoid all those little smaller coffee particles coming through into your cup, and enjoy it. Pour and enjoy.
This is where I'm at. This is as far as I go in terms of impressing my guests when they
So
come home.
when you do buy a coffee as well, so be quite specific that's what you want to use it for, because we do grind our coffee different for
For
this.
specific items
Methods,
that you
yes,
so smart.
Yeah, because it also, if you go too fine, you're going to bring out a lot of the bitterness out of the coffee, which isn't always pleasant.
Yeah.
So plunger, French press, we go a lot coarser, so there's less surface area, so you can brew it for that 7-10 minutes. And it's really, really cool.
Awesome. And
Then something from Mastertons, so we
yeah.
So this is the one we brought you.
Your own-
So we've got this lovely pour over set here. Very, very simple design, very similar to a V60, which we'll get into as well. So those cone filter, coffee inside. You'll put this on top of your mug, put in a spoon of coffee, pour on your hot water, and you have a beautiful cup of coffee in your glass.
Cute, guys. I'm gonna
2 to 3
video
minutes.
mine doing that. Can I
Awesome, yeah. And it is the perfect camping friend. So if you don't want to take a coffee machine with you when you go camping or on holiday, then you take these with you.
Oh, that is cool.
Unbreakable,
Yeah, this is-
very cheap.
This
Yeah.
might be
Cheap
this
and cheerful,
might
but it
be
does.
My next this.
Awesome.
The French press you might be put away for what do you call this guy?
So it's just a cone filter now.
Cone.
Oh, we call it a 1 cup
A
filter.
1 cup
Yeah.
filter set,
Yeah.
So we got a whole set.
Beautiful.
Because you can make your perfect 1 cup with it.
Sweet.
We sell them for 46 rand. Comes with 40 filters, one of those, plus a Masterton spoon as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's super cheap, and it's great for gifts. We find a lot of
Yes.
corporates coming in, buying as corporate gifts.
Absolutely.
So that's a really good idea for the guys. Then probably one more. How much time we got?
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
This last guy, let's go. For it.
So
Oh,
this,
are they two? Is this
yeah,
another
we got another 3. Yeah.
one? All right.
A Bialetti Moka Pot.
Yes.
Incredibly popular. Again, this was invented early 1900s, round about there. By the guy named Bialetti.
Is it technically called a Bialetti pot?
So Bialetti would be the brand name. So it's a Moka Pot. Is what it is,
Okay.
yeah.
And I love that the brand is so popular. People actually tattoo Bialetti on their arms and their legs, and yeah, it's crazy.
Well, when are people going to start tattooing Mastertons on?
Oh, I like it. I can't wait.
Michelle, you go first.
So this is also very simple. We have a lot of customers using our Moka Pot. So it is an espresso style of coffee.
Yes.
So if you like that nice, really strong coffee,
Yeah.
so it's sort of nice hot water in the bottom. You put your coffee into this filter here. Screw it back on. There's quite a few different versions of this as well. Put it on your stove top, on a flame, wherever you got a heat source. Let it heat up, and it will, again, the vacuum from the hot water will actually push through, the water will push through the coffee and then come out the top, and then you got a really nice, strong Italian style coffee.
Cool. That's my brother's vibe. He absolutely loves it.
And it is gorgeous as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's super theatrical. Then you can go, and even if you want to, you can actually froth milk in a French press, and you can pour yourself some latte art. You can make some cappuccinos at home.
I mean, you guys are going to come home to my house now that I've learned so much, and I'm going to make you a cup of coffee, champion.
Yeah. So that's we stock all sizes, all different colors. Yeah, so they are super popular.
Awesome.
And they last for years and years. We sell the spares and stuff for them as well. So
And with Christmas coming up, I think these are
great.
The
just
perfect Christmas gift for a coffee lover.
Amazing gift ideas. Even for a non-coffee lover. Like you say, the theatrics of it is so exciting that you actually want to try and do it. So
They look really nice in your kitchen. Yeah, I personally have quite a big display of all these Moka Pots. I don't drink them that often, but I've got a nice big variety at home that I can show off.
Awesome.
And then Turkish Pot.
Alright.
So I'm sure you've seen this on social media quite a bit, where the guys stick this pot into the sand. So a very, very fine powder-like coffee goes into there. So it's a very, very fine ground that goes in there. Generally, you add probably about 3 sugars into there. It will go into hot sand and with water, and it will get brewed inside the sand. So the sand's very hot. The water will boil up, and you will actually brew your coffee in there, and then you have a very, very strong, intense coffee coming out of there.
Raymond, when you say hot sand, like, what do you mean?
Traditionally, they're in Turkish, so they'll actually heat up the sand, so like sea sand type of vibe. Heat that up, and then you stick the pot inside the sand.
So you're saying December time, we just head over to the beach, grab one of these guys.
How would you do that?
I think we just get to like 35. We can try. I mean, the Turkish people don't get to do this on their own.
Yeah, we'll do it on the gas stove. So open flame, it works great as well. You can put it on some coals. It's very versatile. Again, if that's your vibe, you know, that really strong. It's super intense. Yeah.
Okay.
Some guys absolutely love that. That goes really well with our dark roast as well. So if that's your vibe, then definitely give it a try out.
Awesome. How many did we go through now?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more, V60.
Yes.
And then we'll post all of them on our social as well, so you guys can go through them and pick your favorite.
Age options for you to choose from for Christmas. I mean, I just feel like we're doing you a favor here.
And these are just the most popular ones.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Look at that.
You can really go
Fancy.
Yeah.
This one looks really cool.
Yeah, this is my favorite brewing method.
There's a glass bottom and what looks like a mug or a teacup actually, but it's a glass cup above.
Yeah, so this is just a vessel, a fancy vessel to hold your, again, theatrics, looks pretty, fits perfectly on the V60. These are made by Hario. The name V60 comes from the angle of the cone itself.
Okay.
60 degrees angle. They also have a unique cone filter, also made by Hario themselves. Again, much cleaner, crisper, and again, you can play around. If you really want to nerd out about it, play around with your roast profiles, play around with your grind size. Temperature of your water plays a big role. The rate that you pour your water at, the swirl that you give it,
And that is why you need a coffee expert talking about these things and not just...
And someone should tell us us, to guide us when we do purchase these items.
Exactly.
So that we know exactly what we're buying and what we're putting in there and how far we can experiment with what we've got.
Yeah, that's we find that a lot, especially guys starting out with coffee, really enjoying coffee.
Yeah.
They're sort of making coffee at home, and then they would come to us and keep us busy for about an hour of us explaining and how things work and what to change to get different flavor notes out of there, and sort of what you're looking at and how to adjust your grind. And so it's very important to try and ground freshly always. You always get the best experience, the freshest. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with pre-ground as well.
Okay.
Especially not everyone is that into coffee. They just want some coffee at home, some good coffee. So they don't want to buy an expensive grinder or hand ground anything. So those options are available. But for freshness and taste, it's definitely barred beans, ground fresh. Always the best.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. I think we need to do our own little actual experiments at your premises where we see how it's made and where you show us the flames that these things go or get put on, where we go to the beach, everybody, and put that little puppy on the sand.
Awesome.
We won't do that. But thank you for being here.
Problem.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge and your expertise and for giving us phenomenal great gift ideas come Christmas. I think that this is superb. Head over to Mastertons. What's your address on Main Road?
92 Main Road.
Awesome.
Yes.
How can people get
Follow your nose down Main Road to
I
Mastertons.
love that. How can people get a hold of you guys?
They can find us online at mastertonscoffee.co.za, Instagram or Facebook, Mastertons Coffee, or just come down to the roastery and chat to one of the coffee experts about any of these brewing methods that would suit them.
Awesome. Thank you, Raymond.
Thanks so
Thank you,
much.
Michelle. Bless you guys.
Thank you, Sri.